A very good morning. I'm from Group 7 and today I will share with you what we did during our forage science Napier plantation. So for our forage science practical, we were required to plant a Napier at ladang TPU 1. This practical session was carried out throughout the semester. The process of planting Napier starts off with land clearing and finish off with weeding and fertilization.
The objective of our project was to learn the correct methods of cutting and planting Napier, and as well as putting our knowledge that we have learned from class into a practical session.
For our practical, the first things that we did was land clearing, that is on the first page. And we removed all the silver shine pieces and the shrubs.
As for the soil, the first thing that we did with the soil was to break up the soil to loosen it all up. Secondly, we took the soil from 5 different locations to run a test to check the pH value of the soil in that particular area. Third, we added calcium carbonate to neutralize the soil in the entire area. As for the bedding, we did 2 beddings with a width of 1 feet each, with a drainage system at the sides of each bedding with about a width of 2 feet. On the next practical session, we created an extra bedding in between the first bedding and the second bedding, resulting in each group having 3 beddings each. Unfortunately, for our group, we were not able to carry on our bedding till the very end of the land, as there were a lot of stagnant water and a very muddy area for us to clear the soil to allow beddings to come into the area.
So the Napier that we use for our project is Taiwan Napier. Before planting, the Napier was cut and the outer layer of the Napier is peeled off to expose the knobs. The Napier was then cut into smaller parts of 5 or 7 knobs.
After the cutting process, the cultivation process begins. As for the cultivation process, after the Napier were cut into nodes of 5 or 7, they were planted on each bedding, and each bedding had 3 Napier in a row, resulting that means in 3 bedding, there were 9 in a row. And once the thing was planted throughout the 3 bedding, soil was covered on the internodes of the Napier.
So for our last practical session, fertilization and weeding process was carried out. Weeding along the bedding was carried out and the excess land was covered with silver shine. As for the fertilization, NPK fertilizer was used. The ratio for fertilizer is 6 parts of nitrogen, 3 parts of phosphorus, 3 parts of potassium. And the amount of NPK needed is 60 kg of nitrogen, 30 kg of phosphorus, and 30 kg of per hectare. The Napier was normally fertilized 3 times a year.
As for the record of Napier growth, we measured the leaf number, leaf width, stem length, stem width, node number, shoot length, height of new shoot, mortality rate, and rate of survival of the Napier growth for 4 weeks during our practical session. As for the conclusion of our project, it is considered a success due to our high survival rate of our Napier. And the second is that we were able to achieve our objective for this project as we learned the correct method of planting and cutting Napier, as well as putting our knowledge that we have learned from the lectures into a practical session. That's it from us from Group 7.
Thank you.